It's Wednesday, July 2nd. Let's get into one of Korea's top economic stories today. Imagine waking up and finding your country just like completely leaped past a historic rival to join the absolute heavyweights of global trade. We're unpacking reports from the Seoul Economic Daily for you today and really trying to figure out, are we just seeing a lucky month or a massive structural shift in South Korea's economy?
Yeah, the data we have today really points to a permanent shift. I mean, just look at this headline number, 102.3 billion US dollars. That is Korea's export total just for June.
Wait, just for 1 month?
Yeah, just June. They have officially crossed the $100 billion monthly threshold, which means beating Japan to that milestone. And that actually represents a massive 70% increase year over year.
Wow, it's like they just jumped a weight class into the same tier as the US and China. But, you don't just accidentally stumble into that kind of growth. What is actually fueling this massive surge?
Well, it's semiconductors, specifically uh, high bandwidth memory for hyperscalers. The companies building those giant AI data centers. That sector alone drove 44.8 billion US dollars of that total.
Okay, I get the demand side, obviously. Scaling production is one thing, but how do they defend this lead as chips hit physical limits?
That is where this gets super interesting. Samsung is actually embedding quantum simulation and AI error correction into photolithography, or Nogwang.
Oh, so using AI to fix the light bending issues at the atomic scale.
Exactly, yeah. They have a proof of concept scheduled for the second half of 2026. And this totally disrupts global supply chain economics for, players like ASML, TSMC, and Intel.
Right, but all this new scale requires next-level financial plumbing, especially navigating KRW and USD exchange dynamics. Getting paid across borders takes days, right?
Oh, for sure. That's why 13 Korean firms, including Samsung and Shinhan, are actually joining the OpenUSD Stablecoin consortium. They're looking to deploy enterprise payments within 2026.
Oh, wow, so they just bypass traditional banks entirely.
Right. Plus, LS Securities is targeting a 10,000-point KOSPI this year, based on a PE fair value of 11,000. It's a huge signal for a pivot toward earnings recovery.
Wait, really? A 10,000-point KOSPI is massive. So how should our listeners process all of this structural change?
Earlier, we noted Korea crossed $100 billion in monthly exports ahead of Japan, permanently elevating them into the same export tier as the United States and China. This is not a cyclical bounce, but a structural shift driven by AI-era semiconductor demand and defended at the quantum process technology frontier. This simultaneous upgrade across manufacturing, technology, and capital market architecture proves Korea's competitive moat is widening in ways capital expenditure alone cannot replicate.
If June's $102.3 billion export floor holds, how will the early B2B adoption of dollar stablecoins reshape Korea's export dominance ahead of Q2 earnings season? AI-assisted, Seoul Economic Daily, human-reviewed, Juan Ifra, back tomorrow.